Hey guys, it's Andrea. So I'm out here today. I'm just gonna start planting some stuff in my grow tower. Even though it's not our last frost date yet, I'm still gonna plant stuff in this grow tower because I think that I could just cover it and everything that I'm planting would be okay. So I had to come out here and get some dirt from my dirt pile over there, which is compost, and I'm gonna bring it over here, bring it back to my grow tower so that I can put some dirt on, maybe where some spots are bare a little bit, and also be able to put dirt over the seeds once I put the seeds in. I've got the seeds here that I'm planning on putting in. Here's my grow tower right here. And it just rained last night, so it's a little damp, but I did come out this morning and I watered this whole thing so that it would be wet when we plant our seeds. So I've got a few things that I'm gonna put in here. So the first thing I'm gonna put in the grow tower is nasturtium. And I've tried to grow this before and it got like maybe that big in here in this grow tower last year, but it just didn't do good. So I'm hoping maybe it'll do better this year. I am also gonna plant borage. It's a really pretty flower. I love borage. And then I really like this lettuce. It's called Little Jim. And we're gonna plant that one in the grow tower. I've also got some Merlot lettuce. And I'm gonna do some butter crunch lettuce. And this one, like these other two, doesn't have a picture, but it's called Gourmet Salad Blend Mix. It says that it's a blend of some of our most popular lettuce varieties, sure to satisfy the pickiest market grower, which I'm not a market grower, but I am picky about my lettuce. This blend of flavor and color will make any salad bowl pop. Very popular blend that takes all the planning out of what to grow to satisfy your customers, which I don't have customers, but it's got a bunch of different kinds of lettuce in it. So here's another one that is a flower, and it's German chamomile. I'm excited about that one. I've grown this in the ground before, but it didn't do too well because it wasn't even in a garden bed. I just put it in the regular ground. So I'm gonna put it in the grow tower and see if I can't get it to do good. And this one I have grown numerous times before, and it is a beautiful plant. It is the toothache plant. And this one is the bullseye, the brown bullseye in the middle. But I've grown the ones that are just yellow also. And I have to say that they are beautiful, but they do not taste good. I do not like the taste of these. They are really, to me, grassy in flavor, almost like wheatgrass or something. But it does numb your mouth when you eat one, and so they're really pretty. And if you put them in the ground, like in a garden bed, when I put them in garden beds, they grow into a big bush, but I don't know that they'll get that big in the grow tower. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my gloves on, and I'm gonna start putting dirt in here just to fill in some of these holes that aren't up to the top, just a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little bit of dirt in there. So I'm just gonna take some dirt and kind of put it in here just to kind of make it flush. It kind of sinks a lot in this grow tower, and so every time you plant in it, you gotta put some more dirt. Okay, so I got it all filled up with dirt, and I'm just gonna take this little guy out of here. I don't know, some kind of little weed. I think what I want to put on the top is some of the lettuce blend and then some of the toothache plant. So I'm gonna get those. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just kind of move this dirt around up here, kind of get it loose. So here's the toothache plant, and these seeds are super small. Well, they're not as small as some, but they're pretty tiny. I'm just gonna sprinkle it throughout here. And I'm gonna put a couple of the toothache down the bottom too, on a couple of holes here. And I'm not gonna cover them up, that way I can tell which ones I've done. So I put a little hole to put those seeds in, so I know that I did that row. Now I'm gonna do this salad blend. And these seeds are fairly good size. And I'm not really worrying about spacing or anything, because I can pluck and thin out the baby lettuce. So now I'm gonna go down this next row right here with this lettuce blend. Just did this one. The next one I'm gonna do is this one. I'm gonna get this leaf out of here, and I'm gonna do the nasturtium. This one is Alaska nasturtium. It says it's 32 days to bloom. We will see. And these seeds are actually huge. These are big seeds, so these are really easy to plant. So I am gonna stick to probably just one in each hole. So I'll just put the rest of these back up. And now I'm starting on this diagonal row, and I'm gonna do the Butter Crunch lettuce. Pretty much all lettuce seeds, whatever the variety, are about the same size. They don't change much in size. I'm kind of trying to alternate lettuce flower, so I'm gonna do borage next. And this says it's 60 days until bloom. And these seeds are fairly a good size. So I'm gonna do these. And now I'm gonna do the little gem lettuce. This is on Mary's Heirloom Seeds. She doesn't put anything about the seeds, so I go to her website and I look it up, and then I write it on the package. So it's 50 days to maturity. So the next one I'm going to do is German chamomile, and this makes really good tea. The little flowers. And it says that it easily self-sows. and that it's an annual. So it'll drop its seeds and produce the next year. But these seeds are super small, very small. The last lettuce I have is Merlot lettuce. So this is a purple lettuce. And it says, reputed to be the darkest red lettuce in existence, frilly leaf margins, crisp, waxy leaves. Recommended as a cutting type for baby greens. So we made it all the way around, but I still have one. I still have one spot left that doesn't have anything in it. So I have to decide what I want to put in there. I think I'm going to put more little gem lettuce. Now we have the whole thing planted with seeds, so I'm going to go through and cover them up with some soil. Kind of press them down a little bit. We got everything planted in our grow tower. We got dirt on top of all the seeds, and I will just keep this watered. It's supposed to be that warm over the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to get into the 60s and 70s, maybe a couple of warm days, but I didn't see any frost in the weather forecast for the next couple of weeks. I still have about 3.5 weeks before my last frost date. So if these do start coming up and if it is going to freeze, I will keep an eye on the weather and I will come out here and cover it with a blanket. And that's the only reason that I planted in this grow tower, because I figured that I could come out and cover it if it freezes. And lettuces like cooler weather, and so I'm hoping that they will do good and I will be able to protect them from any frosts before my last frost date. We will see how this goes and if this was a good idea to plant this early in the grow tower, but I think it might work this year. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to y'all next time.